Is the mic working now? There we go. The reason why the mic wasn't working was because when I blue screen and my computer restarts, the mixer thing that I use turns off, and I forgot to turn it back on. What the? Oh, God. Okay. Okay then. Oh God. Oh Lord, that's okay then. All right. Oh God. Okay, that was not expected. Oy. Oh boy. Okay. All right then. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. And all of my other things went like that. Okay. All right then. All right. Let's hopefully have a bit of a smoother rest of this trip, because that was not going well. Oh boy. I've already had about $2 grand worth of damages and or fines. So let's hope I can not have that for much longer. Okay. All right, let's continue. Got about another 3 hours in game, so pretty good. Try to get back on the road. All right. Hopefully the next trip I can do a little bit better on, because I think I'll be making about 19 because of the about $2 grand in fines. So slow my butt down. All right. Okay. Okay, let's just try to... Let's try not to have any other incidents. Okay. Oh, God. Okay. Wait, made in Texas. I'm very curious by that, clip name. I'll have to... It'll be fun when I watch the clips that get made of the stream, get to see exactly what has transpired. Oh boy. Yeah. As we get moving, let's get moving. Will be, yeah, about another 3 hours 20. Alright. Yeah, this was quite fun. I am greatly enjoying this. Really glad I haven't run into anything. Yeah. As everything kind of continues running more smoothly again. Alright. Crash. It's fun because I keep looking over to my second monitor, but because of the way that I have these monitors placed, it's at like a, I don't know. Oh. Again. As I was saying. And I gotta go into the way station. Where is the way station? This turn, I guess. Please stop. This was not the direction of the way station. I did not go the right way for the way station. Stop moving. Turn the wheels sharply. Please don't hit it. Dang it. As we have another vehicle malfunction, let's... Oh, did I not hit it enough? I didn't. Dang it, come on. Now I gotta go around again. Because I somehow didn't hit that well enough. Come on. Alright. I don't know if they're going to make me back up this thing. I really hope not. But they very well might. Please go forward again. Okay. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Let's please enter. Really? For fuck's sake. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be repairing the vehicle. Mostly because I have no idea where a vehicle repair would be, and I'm not going out of my way to find one. Oh, God. I think this might be one of the most expensive, poorly done vehicle systems that I've done yet. I don't think I've had a time go this badly. But you know what? I don't care. I think I currently have my own vehicle, and I mostly am not using it purely because, well, I'm not particularly great, and I don't particularly want to, yeah. I don't particularly want to do that again. All right. Does that say a French three-point turn? Okay. Looking at the names of these is going to be quite a fun task. Also can't wait to put these up on YouTube. Though I do think I might end up creating maybe a clips channel, maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I want to deal with my growth of my channels, because I can do everything on one channel, including the VODs, but I'm pretty sure that I heard that from, I think it was Brandon Herrera, I think he talked about this, where apparently streaming on YouTube, even though it's not supposed to have an effect, can have an effect on videos posted after. I think he was saying like 3 videos. Don't make a clips channel, that'll just divide your potential viewership. Yeah, I think what I might do instead is I might take the VODs and put them on a separate channel and maybe have that be the channel that it goes live to. Maybe. And the other channel be more or less a, yeah, maybe have a regular, that or have a, I guess I could do the lives, then take down the lives and put them as the VOD on the other channel. I might do that, because I think having a lot of different forms of content does, I think, hinder somewhat your metrics, but I don't really know, because I have no idea how the frickin' metrics work. I just know that some things affect, others don't, and I'm not good at knowing what does what. I've not exactly taken content creation particularly seriously, though I probably should have. But I've definitely not done it particularly seriously, apparently, because I don't grow at all. I don't think my channel's gotten any new, either, yeah, my YouTube channel, I don't think has gotten any new subscribers basically in like 8 months, because I think the VODs don't get shown, like past live streams I don't think get shown. A VOD might, but I think past lives don't. So if I turn those past lives into a video, then it might, but I think the regulars don't. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea how to operate YouTube in any capacity. But I want to try to do a bit more, so who knows. I know having shorts does well, but also putting shorts on other places I think also makes quite a difference, apparently, which, who would have guessed? You know, who would have guessed putting your content elsewhere also helps people find your stuff? Yeah. Yeah. At least you know how to operate complex, heavy machinery in populated areas. Hey. Dang it. Yeah, I really don't like the Twitch Turbo ads. I think the Twitch Turbo ads are the most annoying of all of the ads. Like, ads in general, no one really likes. But, like, the Twitch Turbo ads, I think, are the most annoying of them. am so glad that this game does not fine you for, does not fine you for damage done to the vehicle. Though in reality, they really should. Oh, look. Battle Creek. Interesting. But yeah. I mean, I guess technically complex heavy machinery, I assume that counts as cars. Although, yeah, probably. A thought which really wouldn't make a lot of sense to try to do, so I probably would not want to do that. That would be a poor idea. Alright, let's get going. Hopefully I can maintain a bit of a smoother next run, because I do want to do one more thing. Oh, that's one thing that I'm very excited about, which will be happening hopefully somewhat recently, which I'm very excited for. One of my brothers is a pilot, and I think I might be going flying with him soon-ish, which will be really exciting. Very excited about that. It'll be a really exciting thing. Alright, let's hope to not crash again. Where are we? That's Milk River. No idea. There's Lewiston and Glasgow. I have no idea what this place, which place this is. Oh. Wait, what? Government subsidies at the best? Oh, but yeah. There are a great ton of these. Alright. I'm very excited. Dun da da dun da da dun da dun da da dun da 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 dun dun. Yeah. I do definitely find this quite a fun and semi-relaxing game, just purely out of the fact that if you don't take it too seriously, like a lot of people do, because I know a lot of people do drinking streams, which when they play this, which, I mean, I would be tempted to do that if I didn't not like the taste of alcohol. I don't really like the taste of alcohol, unfortunately. Well, I guess it's fortunately and it's unfortunately. I imagine alcohol would make streams like this rather interesting, but at the same time, I don't like to taste alcohol, so I'm not likely to ever have that as a vice. So, I mean, pluses and minuses. Consider it more of a plus, but just means content's not as good as it might have been otherwise, I guess. But alright, let's get moving. Da da dun da da dun 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 da da dun da 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 dun dun da da dun dun. Alright. There's another small plane. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. delivering a harvester. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Alright, let's see. Ah, yes. The fairly standard. Wait. What other flag is that? I know that there was the Canadian flag, the American flag. What was that third flag? Was that it? I don't know what place that flag would go to. Please stop moving. Please don't crash again. It's definitely an odd thing to see. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum. I just had an idea for a video that might be fairly fun, actually. That'd be pretty interesting, I just thought of. So, who knows? I had the idea of maybe doing a, Is there a way to make, or to do, like, a geoguesser in a particular state? Or is it purely, country? Because I don't know if they would, whether I could do it by the state. Because if I could do by state, I think that'd be kind of fun to do of a geoguesser in Montana. But I don't know if I can get it down to state. Because otherwise, there are probably a decent few states that are very easy to do that. You could find a map pack someone has made, or the game might have state-specific ones. Yeah, I don't know. To be fair, I also never played GeoGuessr, so who knows, but that might be something to do on stream at some point, just because I think that'd be kind of funny to try, just if I can do like a state one, because honestly, a good chunk of Montana looks pretty darn similar, but at the same time, I think it'd be kind of funny to see if I can't manage to actually identify specific, specific areas of the state at the very least. Because, well, some areas are, please don't crash into that. I crashed into it anyway. Oh, but yeah, yes. Definitely would be kind of funny to see if there are specific areas if I did a Montana GeoGuessr that I'd be able to actually know where it is. That'd be kind of fun. Who knows? Is GeoGuessr a thing you can get on Steam, or is that a... yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, let's see. Alrighty. I actually have no idea whether the game's gonna want me to try to properly park this, or whether the game's just going to let me pull in somewhere. Uh, yes. Apparently it is. GeoGuessr is on Steam. Okay. Aw, I can't. There is no I can do anything. Just where should I place it? Alright. Well, that's fine. There we go. Satisfactory. Yeah, damage penalty. Jeez, that takes quite a bit. Alright, but I should be able to do one more. We'll do another quick job. Let's see. Ooh. Miles, Kalispell over to Miles City. Helena to Glendive. Interesting. Let's see. You know what? Yeah, we'll do Helena to Glendive, I think. We'll do a nice Helena to Glendive, and then we'll go through all of our wonderfully done crashes. Oh Lord, I am carrying a 3 trailer. That is going to be a lot of opportunity for really, really unfortunate situations. Alright, let's go. And there's the plane taking off. As always, whenever I seem to leave this place. Then again, I missed the crash you had before getting this behemoth. Which one? What was my last crash? Oh, was that when I hit the crash when I ended up hitting the what's it called? Yeah. The crash from when I ended up hitting the thing. Right. Yeah, when I hit the one where you smashed in the small thingamabob. Yeah. The fire hydrant, that's what it was. I think it's kind of fun playing this just because of the fact that, especially with a lot of, yeah, I think it's really fun with this area because whilst the size of that building over there is accurate, the size of a lot of the rest of these buildings are not. Yeah. The building that is roughly where those trees are is a bit bigger than that and has, I believe, a front entrance that would be a little bit before the thing, but meh. I mostly, yeah, I know kind of the area around Helena a bit more than a lot of other areas, purely being constantly being near this rough vicinity. You know, within about an hour or so of Helena for most of my life. Besides a small stint where I ended up living in Memphis for a couple of months. That was definitely an interesting stint. Alright, let's go. Let's see. Can I manage to make this delivery without crashing? Let's see. 8 hours. Is that about right? I mean, maybe. Nothing much ado about Memphis. What? Oh, well. Trailer damage 1%. Dang it. Nothing much ado about Memphis. I mean, I lived there for a couple of months, mostly because my family ended up moving down there. Yeah, if I remember right, we had gone on a road trip, ended up, my mom was really, really liking Elvis at the time, and so I think there was some sort of, thing being put on with, like, some sort of event that I think Graceland was putting on, or yeah, that whole thing, and I think my parents ended up meeting, I think, Miss Marion, and realizing not many... Miss Marion? Yeah, I think it was Miss Marion or Elvis's nurse. I think it was Miss Marion. No, was that right? I can't remember her name anymore. But, yeah, we ended up meeting her and realizing that half the people that were there weren't particularly... Most of the people around her were more taking advantage of her than actually helping her. So my parents moved down to try to help her out. And then we ended up coming back fairly shortly afterward because of situations going on back in Montana. I think in total we might have been down there for, like, I think it would have been about 6 months. It was a rather interesting time. Though that was about over 10 years ago at this point, so it was definitely a rather interesting time. I mean, it was definitely one of those things that was just kind of funny. Oh, what is that? Oh, and yeah. Yes. Yes. More crashes, of course. Alright, let's see. Yeah. That was definitely a rather interesting time. I think it was... Now that I think about it, it's been close to, I think... Yeah, it's been almost at least 5 or... Yeah, about 5 or 6 years since my family's done a light show, which is unfortunate. That's... I kind of wish we were doing that this year, but family really doesn't seem to want to do it again, which is understandable. The light show was rather decent amount of work to set up, but it was definitely a fun thing, though. Alright, I should probably slow my butt down because I know this is going to go very poorly if I... Okay. Please don't crash. Well, there wasn't really getting much around that, was there? I like how there's that speed sign this far into the turn. Yeah. Actually, I did just think about something which I wonder if I could show off. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of whether or not to. I know I'd do that later. I had the thought of maybe, because I think that there's a video on YouTube of some of the work that was, some of the stuff that happened with the light show, but kind of thinking about it, I believe that still had the name of the light show from when we were, because the light show that my family had done was done in Memphis, but I think that the name was still being done under the name it is when my family was in Montana, which gives a more close area. So it'd be more regional, and I think it would also be fairly easy to figure out what would be my parents' place, given things. So yeah, I don't think I will do that, because I think with some fairly easy looking up, it would be very easy to tell more closely where. Yeah, I don't think I'll do that, because that could be not very good to do for any level of anonymity. But what is that? Did that say a truck ramp? I have no idea what that said. Alright. Oh, hey, Dopa Slides. Thank you for the follow on, Kick. Got you with a lurk while I work. Hey! Thank you very much for the follow. Yeah. Always nice to. Gonna see. Alright. What is. Oh god, try not to crash. Those are some rather interesting emotes. Oh, please don't crash. I've done enough of that already. Alright. That's where there's a repair station. It's always fun to find those because there are not as many as I would like. At least there's never any repair stations when I actually need a repair. And they're almost always very far out of the way. Alright. Alright. Let's see. We are roughly... Is this Bozeman? No, I don't think this is Bozeman. Bozeman's in a different direction, isn't it? I don't know. There's a lot of fairly nice looking homes, though I don't know if that's an actual area of nice looking homes or where we are, because I am very bad with the actual areas inside of most parts. So this, I don't know, was it F5 is the zoom, so I might be able to zoom out enough, but meh. I don't think that area was Bozeman. I think that was a different area, but who knows? Oh, White Sulphur Springs, 1 mile. Cool. I have to say, White Sulphur Springs was rather interesting when I went. The actual hot springs itself. It was definitely quite an interesting thing to go to. It was quite nice, actually. I mean, you know, there's always the wonderful smell of sulfur, so you always have kind of the smell of somewhat bad eggs, but wasn't actually the worst. The smell was more or less a very faint one, so but yeah. I wonder, am I gonna be going to that this year? I don't know. Might end up going there again, which would be quite a quite an enjoyable time, I think. I might go to the springs again this year, but who knows? Alright, let us go. Run my programs for... Okay, alright, let's... Alright, let's continue being very careful not to run into anybody. Please don't run into anybody while I speed past everybody on this road going 5 miles over the speed limit, like is fairly common. 5 miles is like the generally done. If you're gonna need a speed, try to do it about 5 miles above, because most times, most cops don't pull you over for 5 above. Because, of course, they do have that discretion to choose not to. They probably should, but a lot of the time they don't at about 5. 10 is a definite, they will probably pull you over at 10, but 5 is not as big of a deal. I have no doubt they probably would a truck going 10 over, though. Really? All 3 ads you got in the rush has all been Twitch Turbo? That's really, really unfortunate. Alright, do I have my lights on? I do not. I do not have lights on. Do I have lights on? Maybe I have lights on. I think I do. Alright, so we're at, is that Laurel and Red Lodge as nearby locations? Yeah, Laurel. Cool. I don't think I've ever actually been through Laurel. Though I might have, but it would have been probably if where I have, it would only have been very briefly due to road trip. So, really seems to be quite a bit of interesting stuff over here. Oh, inspection. Okay, where's the nearest way station? Ah, it's just over here. All right. At least I won't get yelled at for damage. All right, as we slowly make our way over there. There we go. Vehicle gross weight is 115,000 pounds, which would be about how many tons? Ton is about 2,000 pounds, so about a ton being about 2,000 pounds, divided by half. So that'd be what? 8 roughly. It'd be what, about 58 tons, more or less, which is quite heavy considering I think the standard vehicle weighs about I think less than 3 tons. So, quite a heavy vehicle. Quite a heavy vehicle. Oh, we're pretty close to Billings. Nice. Billings, I think it's one of the top 3 most populated cities in the state. Which isn't really that hard to do. I think the capital is less than 100,000. I think. I'd have to look that up, but yeah. I think Missoula is probably, I think it was closer to like 300,000. That's like our biggest city, I think. I have no idea. Alright, we're getting pretty darn. We got what, 3 hours remaining? Which isn't half bad, to be honest. Alright, 6 minutes. So we'll be pretty close to the period for reactions and such. As we progress. I'm half tempted to end up just taking my truck and driving it around this area off stream just so I can get like most of the roads marked as a what's it called? Marked yellow. So that seems kind of boring to do. So oh, Bismarck's over this way? I didn't realize that Bismarck and Sheridan. Huh. Didn't know that there was a town in Montana named Bismarck. Huh. I knew that there was a town, I think it's South Dakota, that was called. That's named Bismarck, but wait, was that Bismarck? Was that South Dakota? Great. I'm second guessing myself. Oh well. I am not particularly great with places in Montana, but that's truthfully because I really don't need to. Or definitely quite a bit that I should probably know better, but most places that are anywhere that you'd actually need to go or would usually go are quite often blue screen? No, no blue screen. Why? Oh. Why'd it do that? Well, that's an interesting thing to occur. Why'd it do that? Voice lost. What? Wait, am I silent again? What? 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 Yeah, I don't know if the recording's still working, but Why did the string... Why did that go out again? Did it going out again fix voice, or is voice still out? I do think voice is still out, which really I don't understand at all, but okay. Alright, almost there. Come on, up, oh. Let it over the Do we got sound back? Let's see. Sound back? Let's see. What else could I do? Suppose I could go you. Wait, what? Well, that's not right. What happened here? Okay. Uh, Uh, wait, what? What? Where is that one? Hmm. Uh, huh? Let's see. What is this? Okay. Um, uh, let's see. Is it not working? Why is this not working? And, desktop audio? What's going on with you? Okay. That should at least get that going. Uh, there. It's just not. Why is. That's why. Uh, I, I'd imagine. Uh, do we have audio? Doesn't appear we have audio, and it might be very delayed. That's not very helpful. Um, Why is audio so bad? What happened? Let me. I don't think this will fix it, but maybe. Uh, nope. That did assist in that though. Am I still down on audio? Let's see. How quickly do I see test? Oh boy. Okay, so we're about a minute behind, so I should actually be audible right now, but I'm not. Fuck. Uh, okay. Let me. Okay, that is right. Wait. Um. Do that. You. Can I get some more information about you? Okay, and then. That's not working either. Why are you not working? That is the one I'm using, right? You're not working either. Why are you not working either? Uh. Okay. Is that working? No. Uh. Okay. Uh. Okay. Uh. Nothing working? Sound still fucked?